Turn attention, may I have all your eyes and ears? The front of the room, if only for 1 second. Hear what I have to say.
As an educator, it is my responsibility to provide the best quality of education for each of my future students. In order to do so, I will create a differentiated curriculum that meets the specific needs of each student I have. My classes will be filled with experimental ways to convey information that is relevant to the lives of my students. I will strive to keep all of my students engaged throughout the year by incorporating different types of media to display new information, and by giving my students options for presenting the information they have learned. I will also be devoted to a plan of success for each student I'm given the privilege to teach. Choosing to teach students with disabilities is something that I've never been unsure of, and because of my passion for this group of students, I will care deeply about their success. I'm excited for the opportunity to bridge the gap between special education classrooms and regular classrooms by advocating for equal opportunities for my students. I would love to change the perception of students with disabilities from those who are different in negative ways to those who are made beautifully. I would like to encourage inclusion in every area of education possible for my students, so they will not be confined to their classroom. I will encourage and teach social interaction within my classrooms, as well as provide opportunities for my students to engage in conversation with people outside of our class. I will also find ways to teach skills in natural settings and keep my curriculum meaningful so my students can see how education in school transfers to real life. I am passionate about this career, and my passion will ensure that every one of my students will get individual attention. I'm devoted to caring and knowing every student I have the honor of teaching, so I can put them on a path for success. Also, this will provide insight as to what my students have passions for themselves, and can help me prepare them for living out their dreams outside of school. Among the faculty, I will set an example of how individualized education leads to greater success for any student, and be available to assist any teacher who needs my help in their classroom. I will work closely with the parents of my students to create a bond of trust from the beginning. It is important for us to be united in caring for their child, and we can create goals together as a team. My heart for teaching students with disabilities will motivate me to provide the best possible education for every student I am able to teach. I will advocate for equal opportunities, and I will provide material that everyone in my classroom understands. I do find great value in the idea of respect, and I will model respect towards my students in hopes that they will gain respect for me and for their peers. Holding to this value will create an environment that is safe and conducive to learning for anyone that steps into my classroom.
We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves?